Hello, thanks for joining me, Astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 16th of September. Thank you so much for joining me. This is for your sun or your ascendant. If you yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did now. This week sees Saturn end its 4.5 month backward journey. I think this is something that we can all let out a collective sigh of relief around. But it is true that last week's full moon in Pisces is still feeding its way into this week's proceedings. This is asking us to remain mindful of the more spiritual or emotional dimension of the more practical elements of our aims and our activities. But it is also true to say that Venus and Mercury are forging a beautiful alliance in the sign of Libra. Of course, Venus rules Libra, so it's in its home zone. And if there is something that needs to be discussed, these two will certainly help us to be a bit more detached and embrace a bit more diplomacy. It is true in the second half of the week that Mercury goes into a square with Saturn, and possibly there could be a bit of inhibition or a bit of a stumble around one particular interaction. But I think it is a chance to reach out, to try to find some consensus, to meet people halfway. However, Uranus is forging an obtuse angle to Venus all this week. So when it comes to relationship issues where money might be involved, it's probably better not to be too impetuous. There's also a quarter moon as this week closes in the sign of Gemini. It's just cautioning us not to try to pack too much in. There is a window of opportunity to be really constructive because Mars is forging an awesome angle to Pluto. So if we're really single-minded and we've done our research and we're very precise in our approach, there is the opportunity for a huge step forwards. But if we try to do too much, this quarter moon is going to catch us out. So if you're planning any do-it-yourself, as this week draws to a close, it's probably best not to be too ambitious. Your specific forecast, Aries, suggests that your relationship sector is starting to come much more into focus. Now, this could be in a professional context, because I do feel that if you really are keen to make progress around your goals and ambitions, just as much as what you know or what you are doing, it can be a case of who you're reaching out to and how you're going about it, which is going to be important to your success. There is the potential on last week's full moon of someone being in the background of your situation who has not got your best interests at heart. Yes, a hidden enemy. So keep your wits about you and make sure that you concentrate on the things that are really important. But I do feel the combination between Venus and Mercury does give you a platform to be very charming if there is somebody that you need to win over. Just don't try too hard in the second half of this week. The quarter moon also suggests that you could find yourself feeling a little bit frazzled as this week draws to a close. So plan to do something which is very therapeutic and relaxing to unwind. If you'd like to know more about personal astrology, please click on the link beneath this video. You can order your year 2020 forecast and get the rest of this year free and get 30% off. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.